Okay. While in case of an indirect tax, what is happening is that there will be businessmen who will be selling some goods. Okay. So there is a tax on that, you know, business that they are doing. There's going to be a tax on that business. Now these people are already taxed in the form of their profits under income tax act, right? They're already taxed on the basis of their income. So whatever their profits they are earning, that will be taxed in the income tax act. Okay. But there will also be a tax on the kind of business that they are doing. They are selling goods, selling services. On that, there is going to be tax applicable on that transaction. It will not be on, you know, the profits. It will be on that transaction. So now what will happen is that the businessman will not pay that tax from his own pocket. He is going to be passing it on to the customer, right? So whatever taxes are applicable, ultimately the customer who is availing of purchasing those goods or availing of that services is going to be paying that tax. So that tax liability will be passed on from one person to another person. Okay. And that's why it's called indirect. Like all of you must have gone to a restaurant. How many of you saw restaurant bill? In restaurant bill, what do you see? What kind of taxes are applicable in restaurant bills? That's a central goods and service tax and the state goods and service tax, which is applicable on that transaction. Okay. On the goods that they are providing to you and on the restaurant services that they are providing to you. So it's a transaction on that. It's a tax on that transaction. It's not tax on their profits that they get. Okay. That's separate. That's income tax. But so whatever tax is being put on that transaction, they will pass it off to you. They don't want to be paying that tax. They're already paying tax on their profits. Okay. So this tax, they are going to pass it on to you and you will have to be paying that tax. Whoever is the ultimate consumer, the last person where it stops, who's not going to pass it on to someone else. Like in a restaurant, you are the last person. You're not going to sell that product again to somebody else. Okay. So where you are the last person, it stops. The buck stops at you. Okay. And until then it is going to be passed on at every stage. Like that restaurant person is buying the material, lots of different material from a supplier store, from a supplier. So that supplier will pass his CGST and SGST to the restaurant owner. The restaurant owner will pass it to you. This passing will keep on happening until the last person who is going to actually consume it, that's where it will stop. So that's the person who will be bearing that tax. Okay. That's why it's called an indirect tax.